Hello guys, in this video I'll be showing you guys how to install softwares and games with using Linux Mint. So basically it should work for any other Linux distributions. It should basically work for anything that's based on Ubuntu or anything that's based on Debian. It should definitely work for. But if we use like something like Fedora, then it might be a little different. So I'm going to show you guys how to install softwares and games with using Linux Mint for graphical user interface and from the terminal. Okay, I'm going to show you guys first how to install any softwares with using the software manager. So let's click onto this Linux Mint logo to go to the menu. And then there's a search option, right? We're going to see the search bar. From here, what you guys can do is basically search for any software that you want from here. And for software that we want will be a software manager. So to search up for software manager and it should show up, and click onto it. Now once you have it opened, obviously, then it should be fine. But if you want to do another method, then you guys should be able to go here and then from one of these options, or we can go to all applications and look for it here, or it should be under like something like administration. And see guys, so this is how we can get to the software manager, or if you go to all applications and search from it here. You guys will be able to also, if you want to do it a lot more quicker, then there should be this button over here which is below Firefox, and this will be our software manager. Just click onto the software manager and this should open up the software that you're going to be using to install softwares onto our computer. So let's wait for a few seconds for this to be loaded up. It shouldn't take that long. Okay, so once I have it opened, you guys should see the screen, right? Okay, so basically, when I show off installed software, just click onto these three bars over here, and then we should be able to click over here, show installed applications, and from here, you guys will be able to see a list of installed applications from here. So as you guys can see, there's VLC players and so on. And there's Cubic to create a customized Ubuntu Live ISO image if you wanted to use that. Okay, so basically, that was that. Okay, so basically, to install any software that I want, there is like three different methods. We can search up for software that you guys want. So if you guys, for example, want to install I don't know, maybe you want to install Minecraft. Just search up for Minecraft over here, and then from here it's going to be searching for a software that's related to Minecraft. It should only take around like 5 seconds, and you guys will be able to click onto Minecraft and so on. So from here, this is a Minecraft launcher to open up for software, and there's also for reviews. This basically tells the package, this tells the version of it, and the size of it, size of the package, and so on. And this is also a website to the actual software. Okay, so basically that's one method of doing things. So you guys will be able to also click onto one of these icons, and these icons are softwares logos with a name to them. So these are the top most popular softwares that people have downloaded. So you guys could be able to download Dropbox, you can install Blender, you can install Skype, and so on with using this. And there's also another way of installing softwares is by going to categories, and basically if you want to install something like Office or games, just click onto games, and this should open up all the games that you guys will be able to install, such as Play on Linux, SuperTux Kart, or Y, and so on. So we can go back if we wanted to, and so on. So in our example, what we'll be doing is I'm going to show you guys basically how to install GIMP on the software manager. So let's click onto GIMP, and this should open up GIMP. Okay, so to basically install the software, what you guys want to do is click onto this install button, and what should happen in a minute is that it's going to tell you for a password, and it's to make sure that that you are actually the user who is actually installing it, not someone random. So just wait for this to be loaded up, and it should pop up any minute now. See guys, so we're going to see this message. Just put down your password, like password, and this should start installing GIMP. So this may only take a few seconds to install. What I will do guys right now is possibly pause this video, and I'll be back once it's installed. Okay, so once I've installed, what you guys should see is two buttons that have just magically appeared. So guys, you launch and remove. So to launch it, just click onto this launch button, or you can go to the Linux Mint logo down here and search up for software that I want, such as GIMP. And this should show up GIMP. Alright, to basically open it, what guys we can do is just click onto this launch button and it should just magically appear. So it should just open up GIMP, and this should only take a few seconds. To basically exit from the software manager, what you guys can do is click onto this X button and this should just exit. Okay, so basically that's just already up GIMP for a second. Should only take a few seconds. But I am running this on a 2 gigabyte photo machine, so it's not really going to be the best experience, but it doesn't really need a good computer to run anyway. Okay, so yeah, this is GIMP. So right now I'm going to show you guys how to remove softwares with the software manager. So let's go back. If we wanted to remove a software, if we want to keep the software, then it's still important to watch this next step, because if in a later time we don't want to have the software anymore, then always can remove it through the software manager, as we know how to. So search up for GIMP, or we can go to show installed softwares, and you guys should be able to remove it that way. But I will show the search way. So you guys will be able to click onto GIMP, and then from here what you guys can do is press onto this remove button, and this should start removing GIMP. Now I have to put down a password obviously to remove GIMP, so that way they can confirm it's you doing the action. Okay, so basically while I was removing the softwares, what I can do guys is show you guys how to open up the terminal. So basically there's many different methods. So we should see this icon over here. So this is basically the terminal. It should appear by default. So just click over here if you wanted to, or we can go to the Linux Mint logo, and then from here we should be able to click on one of these icons and search for a terminal, or we can use the search control. So basically, if you want to have any software open, then you guys can go over here. So this is how you guys can do it. So I just go open up the terminal like this, and this should open up the terminal. Still removing. Okay guys, so once you have removed GIMP, what you guys can do now is reinstall GIMP, or we can install another software. In our case, what I'll be doing is I'm going to be installing Steam. So to basically install Steam, what you guys want to do is add sudo. Sudo is basically will allow you to do any root privileges. So these will allow you to use anything that's advanced. So from here, you guys will be able to install softwares, update the system, or upgrade some packages, and so on. So it must include sudo, otherwise you're going to get an error. So if we have to do sudo, and then from there we can do apt. This is our package manager, and then we can do install GIMP, or we can install Steam or whatever. But in our case, as I said, I'm going to be installing Steam. So just click onto the enter key, and this should allow it to install Steam, and put down a password. Make sure that it's the correct password, and this should read through the servers, and then from here we can press onto yes, and this should install everything that we need to install Steam. Or guys can just press on enter as yes, it will be for default. If we do not want to install it at all, just do no, and this should not install it. But in our case, we do want to install it, so do sudo apt install Steam, and this should allow it to install Steam. Yes, and now we can just do yes, and this should start installing Steam. So we're going to see this interface, and it's completely normal. It's going to be a text-based installation. So this should only take a few minutes to do. I'm going to pause this video, and once it has been successfully installed, I will show you guys how to basically remove Steam from a computer with using the terminal. Okay. So basically, once you have Steam installed, obviously you can go to the Linux Mint logo and you can search up for Steam, and it should show up, right? And then we can open it and do whatever we want with Steam. So Steam is basically a platform where we could download games, we can pay for games if we wanted to, we can basically use Proton and run games like GTA 5 and so on. So basically, once you have Steam installed, what you guys can also do is remove Steam by doing a sudo apt remove Steam, and this should remove Steam. And now we can do yes, and over here it's going to tell you how much space will be freed. So just press onto yes, or we can just press onto enter key. If we do not want to uninstall it, then do now, and so on. So we can just press onto enter key, and it should start to remove Steam. So this should only take a few seconds to do. Anyway, I'm going to just close it out of Software Manager because I want to. Yeah, it's almost done. It's at 67%. It's pretty much a very simple process. Yep, we have uninstalled Steam, and you guys can also search up for Steam over here, and it's no longer here. So yeah guys, so that's basically how guys can install softwares through the graphical user interface and through the terminal. So to basically power off this PC, what you guys can do is basically type in the terminal power off, or you can go to here, go to the Linux Mint logo, there should be a quit button, and then from here we can just click onto the power off button by clicking onto shutdown. But it's going to do the terminal just to look cool, and this should start to power off your machine. I'm just going to exit from the virtual machine, which I don't recommend you guys to do, as it could damage your file system, but I'll just do it because this is a virtual machine. Okay guys, so that's basically a very simple tutorial on how to install softwares. I hope that you guys really did enjoy this video, and I hope that you guys will put a like and subscribe, and yeah guys, comment down below any feedback you want to give me about my videos. Maybe I can improve on them, but anyway, I would appreciate you guys if you give me some form of feedback. Anyway guys, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.